Hello, guys. Welcome to the Toastmasters meeting. My name is Samira, and I'm the president of Moscow Toastbusters. Moscow Toastbusters is part of global community, which is called Toastmasters International. This community connects about 270,000 members across the globe. And here in Russia, there are several clubs where people come to improve their public speaking, leadership, and communication skills. Besides that, you can also improve your language skills because there are clubs where you can practice public speaking in English, German, French, and of course, Russian. But what makes our community special is that we feel safe when we speak up. Toastmasters is a place that creates this sense of safety and support. We share stories that can be funny, touching, and sometimes deeply personal. Step by step, we learn that a real connection begins with honesty and vulnerability. When you stand here, your heart might be racing, your voice might be trembling, but you still show up because you know that people will listen to you with respect and open heart. And after you deliver your speech, you usually receive a constructive yet supportive feedback, sometimes on your delivery, sometimes on how you organize your ideas or all together. But be sure that every piece of feedback, no matter how challenging it is meant to help you grow and become more confident and engaging public speaker. A professor of leadership at Harvard Business School, Amy Edmondson, said, "Psychological safety is not about being nice. It's about giving candid feedback, openly admitting mistakes, and learning from each other." At Toastmasters, we stick to the same principle. We create a space where guidance and honesty go hand in hand so that every member can improve and feel supported. And before we move further, I would like to welcome to the stage our guests, our newcomers who are here for the first time. We would like to get to know you better. Yes. I see one more guest. I see. Yes. Yes. Hey guys, please share your name, why are you here, and what are your goals for today's meeting? I'll start with you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marianne. I'm from France. I moved here a bit more than a year ago. I'm 28 years old. I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of stage, but I'm afraid of judgment. So I guess my goal is to just come on stage, be myself. You spoke about vulnerability, and I think my main goal is to try and go on stage with more confidence and not being afraid of being genuine and just be here and enjoy. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shahwa. Here I am in order to improve my communication skills. I often visiting the Toastmasters. So today I decided to visit Toastbusters. Thank you for Dr. Mira for invitation.
My name is Alice. I'm 14 years old. My mom said to go here, and I want to have just comfortable and sweet evening.
Hello, guys. My name is Pina. Well, I've been following your TG for a while, and I decided just to join. And so it's not like about learning something, but I just want to have fun.
Hello, my name is Veronica. Here is my first time, so I'm glad to see you. I come here because I find it interesting. Okay.
You may take your seats, and now I will ask our online guests. Guys, I see some of you here for the first time. I see Halima turned on her mic. Could you please introduce yourself? How did you find out about our club? Hi, Halima, do you hear us?
Okay, sorry, I thought you were referring to someone else. Greetings, everyone. Hello, my name is Toastmaster Halima. I'm not a guest, so I believe I'm a visiting Toastmaster. I heard about the Toastmasters Club from the president of the club, of course, my newfound friend, Toastmaster Samira. We are part of a network pairing, and she's invited me to join her club to experience how her meeting goes. And I know I'm going to return the honor also. It's a pleasure to be here, a different place that I haven't been. I belong to Jamestone's Toastmasters Club in Kaduna, Nigeria. So from Africa to Europe, it's really amazing to be part of your cycle. I'm the Vice President Education of my club. So it's an honor to be part of this wonderful group. Hope we have a great meeting. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Halima,
Yeah.
could you please share some words about the Odyssey project?
Okay.
I think it would be
Okay.
interesting for our guests to know about this project.
Absolutely. So there's this Odyssey project, which is a way for Toastmasters from around the world to network and to mentor. You have the opportunity to either be a mentor, a mentee, or to just network with fellow Toastmasters. I applied for that through a link which I came upon on LinkedIn. I applied, I sent them a mail, and I inquired about it, and they told me that it's for every Toastmaster that wishes to be a part of it. So I applied, and it goes in rounds. After 3 to 6 weeks, you'll be assigned a new mentor and a network pair, unless you, of course, want to carry on with your mentoring pair. As for the networking pair, you don't have an option. You get assigned a new one all the time. But if you have a connection with your networking pair, of course you go beyond that round and keep on being in contact, helping each other to know more about not just public speaking, communication, and leadership skills, but every aspect of life, because you get to discuss maybe your jobs, your goals for the future, what you've done, what you've been doing, what you wish to achieve in life, and everything that pertains, whether your personal or professional development and goals. Hence, I'd like to recommend this Odyssey project for each and everyone in that room. For those that are not even Toastmasters, I encourage you to join Toastmasters so that that opportunity will not really flow by you and you don't know. Because it's through Odyssey project that I got to meet Samira. She's an amazing soul, really. I hope your club values you. If not, I'm going to lure you back to my club in Nigeria. Oh, yeah, that's the beauty of Toastmasters. You could be in any part of the world and join any club in any part of the world because it's safe, it's conducive, it's beautiful. It allows you to know a lot of people and things that you have no idea you could have known. So it's a pleasure really to have joined that Odyssey project because it gives you insight on so many aspects of life, be it politics, legal, peace, conflict, development, even food and traveling. So it's vast. Anything you bring, you get to discuss, you get to exchange with people. So that's the beauty of both Toastmasters and Odyssey. But Odyssey it comes in rounds. So it's just like spinning a wheel. You never know who to expect. You never know the excitement you're going to get. You never know the value of or in depth of the gain you will have from the next pairing or the opportunity you will get. That's why I will recommend to each of and every one of you, honestly, to Google on Odyssey project, which is ODYSSEY project. Go for it, apply it, get a networking pair. You never know. We could be paired together. Really. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Halima. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's close.
Pleasure.
And we have one more guest. Could you please turn on your mic and introduce yourself as well? Hello.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jaber.
Good
I'm from
evening.
Bahrain. I am currently residing in Moscow. And
Mashallah.
in fact, I'm not new to the Toastmasters format, and I would like to support Halima in her speech about the importance of
Thank you so
Toastmasters.
much.
I have been a Toastmaster since I was 11 years old. I joined
Wow.
a gavel club. Yeah, I joined the gavel club in Bahrain. I'm not sure if you have such clubs in Moscow, but they're like Toastmasters club that are focused for people from usually 12 to 18 years old. So it's a pre-Toastmasters kind of preparation, but it's exactly the same format. I have missed the Toastmasters atmosphere because I have been living in Moscow for about 4 years, and I haven't had the honor to be among other Toastmasters and to enjoy public speaking like I used to. So it's been a nice opportunity. I don't know why I remembered Toastmasters not long ago and decided to write to try to join the meeting and find out. I was surprised that Toastmasters is still operating, so it's been a pleasant surprise. Um, what else can I say? A bit about myself. I speak Arabic and English natively. I speak a bit of French. I learned Russian. I hope that my Russian is fluent enough to be considered decent. And yeah, I am finishing my studies in psychology. So public speaking for me is another interesting aspect from the point of view of psychology. And yeah, I hope to come to a meeting in person next time and get to enjoy everyone's company.
Thank you. We are looking forward to your visit to our club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, that you chose to spend this cold October evening with us. I hope that this meeting will make you feel warmer and inspire you to come more. And now it's time to pass the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, who will guide us through the rest of the meeting. And I would like to welcome Alexander Baranov.
Hello guys, how are you tonight? Are you ready to rush into the meeting which is connected with our limiting beliefs and the training of impromptu speaking skills. I don't know whether it's a coincidence or not, but we combined these two topics today, and they seem to me especially connected because in impromptu speaking, you have the most powerful limiting beliefs. You are limited on time, you are stressed, you don't have enough time to think, you don't have enough time to speak, so everything comes to the surface. And we all know as speakers who are already seasoned speakers or as beginners, that feeling of the rushing heart when you're on stage, that feeling of sweaty palms, when you don't know where to put your hands, and you don't know what to speak if there is a topic which is not convenient for you or which you're not familiar with. So as there are so many limiting beliefs for people, but I chose several of them which are most common for speaking, because we are here a speaking club, not a psychology class. So we are speaking today about those limiting beliefs which you can see on the screen. Please raise your hand if it is valid for you that you have such limiting beliefs like, I must be perfect on stage, otherwise I will fail. Is it valid for you? Okay, thank you. Who thinks that the nervousness of a speaker when you are on stage is visible to everybody? And everybody thinks that your shaking hands are visible and that everybody is judging you because of this. Thank you, guys. Yeah, the right part of this class. Okay, here are confident speakers. I like you. Then a limiting belief for you, maybe. I have nothing valuable to say. Right. Thank you very much. People are judging every my word, and I'm not naturally talented to speak on public. These are all thoughts which are inside our heads and which are holding us back like invisible chains and don't allow us to present all our potential as speakers. But there are ways to get rid of them. There are techniques which may be used in order to work with your mind, work with your body, and get more confident as a speaker. As I already said, the topic of limiting beliefs is especially connected with the impromptu speaking. You are limited on time for your preparation, and you are limited on time for your speech. So the most common two limiting beliefs here are that I don't have enough time in order to express my mind. But if we think a little bit otherwise about this, what if you're not you're not expected to tell everything you know, but you are expected within this limited period of time to tell the most important and what matters to you and what matters for this topic. And with respect to the second belief that I shall be prepared and I don't have the time to prepare, what if the beauty of this process is not in being very well prepared and speak like a robot, but the beauty of this event is in being present in the moment, expressing your mind, expressing your thoughts, expressing your feelings. And you are judged based on how present you are and how lively you are on the stage. Time is of essence, especially in impromptu speaking. And time may be our ally and maybe our adversary. For instance, if you are in your limiting beliefs, the time may feel like hours on stage, even if it is just 5 minutes. But if you are free from the limiting beliefs, if it flows naturally, then It's like a moment and it's gone. Time is such a dimension which is important for speaking. And the keeper of this dimension today is our speaker and member of the club, Artyom. And I want you, Artyom, to introduce your role, please. Oh, thank you. The mic.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. I will not punish you if you don't get in time. Yeah, if you don't ask. So my role as a timer is to monitor time during the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For the prepared speeches, I will show the green light at 5 minutes. Here it is. Green light, yellow light at 6 minutes, and red light at 7 minutes. And today we have icebreaker speech. I will announce green light at 4 minutes, yellow at 5 minutes, and red at 6 minutes. For table topics, green light at 1 minute, yellow light and 1.5 minutes, and red light at 2 minutes. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report. Thank you.
Now, an interesting fact about Artyom. He shared with me that his limiting belief when speaking on stage is what the people are thinking about me. The people are judging me. And now, no, not now, afterwards. And he shared a trick how to overcome this belief. He shared with me that he gets the thought in his mind that actually the personality of the speaker is not that important because the people are listening to the contents. And if the speaker is not combining himself and his personality with the speech, or if he is not doing something especially extreme on stage, then his personality is just a factor which is not that important. And as an example, for instance, like Artyom presented now his role, how did you feel about your mistake when you told us about the 6 minutes? We just prohibited in our club, actually. You didn't know it. You see, your trick works. And now we are transitioning to the prepared speeches. Girls, get yourself in order, please. Even the most accomplished speakers were once beginners, and they were all caught in these limiting beliefs. And they have all maybe not overcome these beliefs completely, but overcome some beliefs or overcome some beliefs to a certain stage. And we now will have the chance to look at those speakers and see and maybe notice how these beliefs, which they also shared with me, interact with the feeling, how they feel on stage, and how they impact their presence here. I would like to call on stage our first speaker with his project of ice breaking, right? Dmitry Arutunian. He will present to us his speech. Ghosted in a nutshell. And Dmitry shared with me that his limitation, it's not quite a belief, it's just a limitation which is already valid, also valid. He's losing focus and moving away from the topic. And this is something which makes him uncomfortable about. But you have some trick to overcome this?
Well, yeah, I kind of do. I tend
Yeah.
to remember that I have a purpose while I'm speaking about something. I have a goal, and I'm trying to finish my speech, even though I almost forgot what I've been speaking about a minute ago. So, well, I'll try to focus this time, right? But I hope you won't throw sticks and stones at me, even though I might deserve it at times. Well, I hope our timer won't, until I ask him. Thanks. All right. Do we have a clicker or should I? Oh, all right. Okay, let's start, guys. I am really thrilled to be the first speaker today. And my speech, as you may see, is called Ghosted in a Nutshell. And we're all aware that in modern society, we get ghosted. Well, sometimes we do. I believe almost everyone in this auditorium has been ghosted at least one time in their life by a human being, for example. But have you ever been ghosted by a place? And maybe you were ghosted in a journey? Well, I was, and I wasn't alone. Next slide, please. Me and my friends, we wanted to go on a hiking trip in May. And you might remember that the 1st of May was quite cold this year. It was -1 or 2 in the night. So we decided that we want to keep our kidneys intact, at least for another month. And decided that we want to go and visit some sort of abandoned things in nearby Moscow. And we went to Istra to look at Tesla towers. We rode there. I took a lot of beer. Well, it was a very bumpy ride, but we got there, and I was incredibly surprised because, well, you might see, it's really green. It's beautiful, right? It was all snowed. It was all snow, like, I don't know, 5 centimeters of snow there. And imagine my surprise. I was in just summer shoes. I stepped out. I thought we will just come through the gates, go look at all these things. And we couldn't go past the gates because, well, initially we thought there was no one there. And we walked all across the structure. We found no way in. And when we came back, there was a guy on the watchtower with a dog. Well, we survived. We went out from there, and an hour later, we found ourselves in a nearby coffee shop. So it was the first time we were ghosted that day. We were ghosted by Tesla towers because once upon a time, a couple of years ago, Rosatom bought it, and we can no longer access this place. So we thought, where we can go next? Because for the first time, well, we couldn't quite get the feeling of visiting an abandoned place. And I came with a brilliant thought. It was brilliant. To visit another abandoned place nearby. Can you go to the next slide, please? Yes. And we decided to go to the nearby, well, let's say, forest. To a nearby forest where once upon a time was a city. Like 30 years ago. It was abandoned in the 90s. And we had to surpass the forest on our way there. And due to some miscalculations I've made on our way, we couldn't get there. We were just going around the forest for like 50 or 60 minutes, and we found nothing, only fallen trees. But it was nice feeling of camaraderie, almost 3 men in a car. Nothing to say about the dog because we didn't get the dog on our way. But let's go onto the next slide and say a couple of things about Ghost Town. Well, Ghost Town used to look like this 30 years ago. It was sort of marauded, I'd say, throughout the years, but it was quite obvious in the forest. You wouldn't miss it. And when we came there, I was really surprised when we found nothing. We were just going through the forest, getting our legs wet again. And well, to me, it was fun. And I had a lot of fun. But what surprised me was feeling of camaraderie that my friends didn't actually kill me afterwards, because they should have had. And you would ask me, why? Would you mind pressing it again? When we came back to the car and drove back to civilization, where internet was working, where we could actually see things, find something, I looked into Wikipedia and found that this city was demolished 3 years ago. So we kind of came to a real ghost city. It ghosted us by design. It ghosted us by 3 years. 3 years. Who would have thunk? Would you mind going to the next one? Yeah. So what I want to say to you with this icebreaker. First of all, being spontaneous in your journeys can lead to being ghosted. And it's all right. Ghost towns don't want to ghost you, but they will, whether you want it or not. And they might do so, well, by design, and they might do so because they no longer exist. Well, choose for yourself. And the third part, being ghosted by the places you want to visit can be fun if you have friends by your side. So that will be my icebreaker for you for tonight, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Don't go away. What about your limit that you told me about? How did it feel now? How did it, what did help you overcome it?
Well, now I kind of lost it in the middle, as you might have seen. I kind of forgot why I've put actually the second slide about forest, and then I remembered it. And I kind of had to, well, orient in the flight, so to say. And the thing that helped me was the structure in my head, because I really remember this day. It was fun, it was awesome, and it is kind of imprinted in my mind. So I helped myself by going through the structure again.
Great. And what would be the advice to future speakers which would help them overcome this?
I believe in milestones in your speech, like setting some sort of hooks which can help you to come back to the flow of your speech. Because I really get lost and sort of drowned in thoughts and ideas if I don't have any hooks to ground me, so to speak.
Thank you very much. That was a great table topic. Thanks. Okay. Thank you very much, Dmitry. And now I would like to invite to the stage our second speaker, our seasoned speaker, Irina Gurtavaya, with her project, Short-Term Wins versus Long-Term Vision. Yes, please applaud to Irina. And Irina told me that her limitation was or still is?
Curse of knowledge.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it was or it still is a limitation.
still is.
It still is.
Still is.
It's a curse of knowledge. So it's something when you believe that everybody knows what you're speaking about, and you present it like granted to the people. And how did you overcome or how do you overcome it now in your speeches? Would you share it with us?
Yeah, actually, it's very difficult to do in the frame of Toastmaster speeches because our speeches are limited by 5-7 minutes. And it's not possible to describe everything in details as I want. But I try to focus on some important details for example, to name a name, to call a name of main character of my story, just people can imagine something and maybe it will help to understand why I'm talking about this. Several approaches. I don't know, maybe I will be lucky today or not. We will see.
Thank you for sharing this. This is a feature of an experienced speaker to know what is important in your speech and to talk exactly about what is important so that you get the message. Thank you, Irina. And now to your speech. Let's applaud once again. Your speech.
This summer, I went to Egypt to dive. Probably just like you, joined Toastmaster Club to boost your public speaking. I choose my swimming costume to be more attractive underwater. Probably just like you. Choose your pathway in Toastmaster website, dynamic leadership, motivation strategy, or maybe presentation mastery, etc. Dear welcome guests, thank you for coming. I'm sure that you find some takeaways from this meeting today, but my speech today is addressed to my clubmates. Hello, my clubmates. Probably you like it when Samira shakes us, please complete your project, please complete your level, sign up for the speech, take a role. I also love it. After completing the project, I feel relaxed. Uncertain amount of time until Samira asked me, Ira, it is high time to do the next project. Yeah, she motivated more than me. It's unbelievable, but it's true. So back to my summer vacation. I was laying on the beach and my scuba diving instructor, Tawa, came to me and said, Ira, you travel Egypt every year. You buy several dives. This year, I recommend you to complete open water diving course, which includes 3 full days in the classroom, 2 days of exercises in swimming pool, and 5 dives in the open water. His words struck me as a splash of cold water. Oh, it's time consuming. No, it's money consuming. I dive just, I brought my body here, not for sitting in the classroom in sunny Egypt. So it's unbelievable. I dive just to check my box, read the book, tick, cross the marathon, cross the Volga, tick, run the marathon, tick. Tawa emphasized that diving is not about ticking the box. It is about mastering your skill, building your confidence, and understanding environment. This resonated with me deeply, and I remembered my early days in Toastmasters, when I was focused on my short-term wins in completing my projects without embracing the learning process. I rejected minor roles, timer, grammarian, account. Oh, I didn't want to take the role Toastmaster of the day because it's really time consuming, but doesn't give any achievements in pathway. Yeah. I couldn't tick. So I also rejected leadership. I didn't want to show my face as a leader and rejected officer members. And very soon, I fell prey with my reckless behavior. My speeches become boring or similar and no longer please me. Club provided me with a mentor. This is Kirill Yerenkov for 5 speeches, first level. How it was? I wrote the speech and conveyed to the mentor. He gave me recommendation, I revised my speeches, and felt that I prepared enough to deliver my speech in the club, but not. One more recommendation, one more revision, recommendation, revision. Sometimes I felt overwhelmed and even panicked. Sometimes I wanted to give up. So I'm a loser, I will never be a speaker. But Kirill found something how to get back me on track with saying, don't panic, be patient, think about, not about this particular speech, but about 1 million speeches in your future. Step by step, day by day, my speeches become more natural and I'm in love with this stage. Yeah. Mentoring in Toastmasters is not about the easiest way. it is also not about complicated way. It is about right way, your personal, individual way. Together with Kirill, I completed not only the first level. I won 2 contests on humorous speeches. I stopped searching, looking for some information in the internet from InfoGypsies. I got examples, exercises, piece of advice, analyzes my records. So what's my takeaway from 6 months experience as a protege in Toastmasters? It is very essential to shift our focus from short-term wins to long-term goals. Focusing on long-term vision, we allow us to make mistakes and feel okay with it. And positive experience in this mentoring in Toastmasters, let me dive even deeper, completely, quite literally. Together with my diving instructor, Tava, we learned about safety diving, about emergency situations, how to cope with them underwater. We learned about conceptions, the physics of processes, about pressure, how to breathe. I was flabbergasted. Thank you, Sasha Fedorenko, for this quote. I just wanted to repeat it. Underwater world is amazing. So I know it's prohibited in our club by you, but okay. Thus, these 2 activities may seem unrelated, but they both highlight the incredible impact of mentoring in our life. Mentoring is what holds us on track, with guiding us through the challenges and achieving long-term vision. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Irina, for sharing your inspiring personal story. Now we're moving to the break, right? Yeah. And I just that you know that after the break, there will be a very interesting part. I will introduce it to you so that you understand that it's valuable to get back here. We will come to the process of overcoming your limitations in the most efficient way by action. And this workshop by Daniil Filonov will be devoted to table topic sessions, the most stressful part of speaking. And he will also introduce to you several techniques by which, and we will try it on yourself, who will be here on stage, several techniques which help us overcome the mental limitations in your heads. So now you're free for 5 minutes, and please get back in time.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, let me get some attention from you, because right now we are starting the second part of our meeting, which is devoted to impromptu speaking. It's very nice not to have any limiting beliefs, to really believe in yourself. I have no barriers, go ahead. However, as engineer, I know that being really brave is not enough to construct anything. Actually, you need some guidelines that you read, you do. And I think to be a reasonable impromptu speaker, you also need some guidelines. I made a research, and I know that 87% of Toastmasters and guests in this particular club don't make any kind of conclusion in their speeches. We all know how to... We all know how to start an impromptu speech. How do you start? Greetings, quotation, statistics, anything silly, yes, to catch attention. Then you have structure. It's also kind of easy. 1, 2, 3. Some people say, other people say, but in my opinion, or in my neighborhood. Yes. But how to conclude? You will learn in a very short time frame. We don't have time to talk about it so much. So let's begin. As you know, the ambassador of a great conclusion was the agent Stiglitz, who knew that it's the last line people remember most. So, but why? Because in a conclusion, to make a great conclusion, you need to answer 2 questions. Either what should the audience remember, or what should the audience do? 6 techniques, starting with number 1. Very easy. Just key takeaways or summary. Briefly restate your main point or insight in 1 sentence. Just like we saw in the first speech. It was 3 points about being spontaneous in a journey, about ghost towns that don't ghost you, and it's actually can be fun to visit them. Very clear, very easy. Brief resume. Second technique, full circle ending. Just return to the idea, image, or phrase you began with. For example, the same speech. You remember we started our journey with beer and a car. Now, I learned my mistakes. We travel without car, just beer. We just return to where we began with. Call to action. And by inviting your audience to act or to reflect. So in today's second example made by Irina, she used this approach, call to action. Go find yourself a mentor. Easy, easy. We want to act immediately. Number 4, insight or personal reflection. We share a brief, honest thought that came to us while we were speaking. For example, our first speaker, while answering to Toastmaster of the Day question, he shared that the insights that came to him while speaking. He thought that probably people notice that in the second part, he a little bit got off track, but no, actually we just thought the second part is not very good, it's just a filler episode between number 1 and number 3. So no limiting beliefs in this. Number 5, thought-provoking question. Also, very common technique, just take and use, because you need to leave the audience with a question that lingers. Alexander, who will be your mentor? This kind of thought-provoking question that Irina could use. А ты не слушаешь. And my favorite, the last one, emotional pause, the echo. And with a short, strong line, then pause. Talking about limiting beliefs. People while on stage, they judging me. But it's okay, because they are all wrong. And you can just move away. You might thought, Daniel, it's not enough material to work with. However, in our 30 minutes time frame, we will not talk about this stuff in details. We will do it instead. You will see this short summary of 6 quite simple techniques. Alina, are they simple? Do you understand everything? Do you have questions?
I think I can understand.
Good, good. You just, I just making research, asking people who are in question. Good. When I will call you on stage, you will choose, you will say in advance what kind of technique you will use in your impromptu speech. What is impromptu speech? I will explain to guests in 1 minute. You will tell me that, Daniel, I will use full circle ending, or probably call to action, whatever happens, I don't know, but either of them I will use. If you don't use anything, we will clap until you do it. Yep. You? Okay. So what is actually table topics session or impromptu speech? You have a question from me. It can be anything, you will see. And you have from 1 to 2 minutes to answer it. Our timer will show you cards. He will help. 1 minute, this is minimum time. He will show you a green card. Say anything until you see it. Then 1 minute and a half green, 2 minutes red. When you see red, go to conclusion in 1 second immediately. Good. And you will have about 20 seconds to prepare. I use this table topic master today. Okay. And here I start with my first question. In this session, first will be the question, then anybody will go on stage who has something to share, who has a story or anything. So here's my first question. I used to have a limiting belief related to public speaking. Because when I speak in English, I have heavy Russian accent. And some people, like 4% of them, told me about this. Should I care about 4%? I don't know. Anytime I think about my Russian heavy accent, I think about this guy, Boris the Blade, the ambassador of this stuff. It's from a Snatch movie by Guy Ritchie. Everybody knows him. Oh, very bad. Yes. He used to say, heavy is good. Talking about gun. Heavy is reliable. If it doesn't work, you can always hit them with it. Okay. He is truly powerful man. If my accent is as good as this guy, I am brilliant on stage. Please share with us what kind of limiting belief you can actually use as your advantage. Yes, мужчина, please come on stage. Please select a conclusion that you would like to use.
Okay. Call to action.
Very nice. Thank you.
So may ask you to repeat the core of the question. So something limiting belief, yes?
That you can actually use to your advantage.
I can reveal before you. Okay. As far as I know, I have half a minute to determine which of my limiting beliefs should be most appropriate tonight. Okay, let's assume. So my limiting belief, as far as I realize the deep meaning of this expression, let's assume, well, if you go to say an impromptu speech having the same time a cup of coffee, it will be good in terms of interaction with audience. So I call to action everyone next time when you take part in a table topic session, just prepare a cup of coffee and say your speech with a cup of coffee. It will be a better effect in terms of soft skills.
Thank you. An engaging cup of coffee. Have a nice sleep around 5 a.m. today. Some people believe that they have nothing to share with us, that their expertise is meaningless. However, me and my friend Toastmaster of the day, we believe that everybody has anything to share. For example, I know, in comparison with the rest of us, everything about oil refinery, hydro treatment, and how to produce winter diesel. Can I ask just one word from each of which of you about your field of expertise that you can share much better than average Toastbuster club member?
I knew you would be asking me. Well, I believe it could be two of them. It's a traveling or the makeup.
Makeup, very nice. Samira, chemistry. Better than me in chemistry, I know.
Hydrogen energy.
Hydrogen energy expert here. Dimitri? Doing stuff. Serious man. Martina?
Analytics, maybe.
Analytics.
French grammar.
French grammar. Nothing at all. Very good.
Here. Yeah. How to be beautiful and nice person.
You are ambassador of the skill.
Yes, so.
What do you know much better than I know? Also valuable skill. Ina.
Programmer.
You?
It's a hard question because I don't know. Probably another language, I think.
Probably.
I would say playing the violin.
Beautiful. What about you? Fair enough.
Well, could you repeat the question? Because what we are now discussing?
Do you know anything better than the average person in this room, your field of expertise?
Well, it will be very simple answer English.
Very good.
I can tell you speak with a British English or American one.
I don't have time to, just one word. Skills. I see.
Singing Rammstein.
Very nice. Russian hip hop. Oh, somebody else knows Sasha School and Sasha Kon in this audience. Very good. Thank you. And now here is a question for you. Someone out there is right now Googling the question you already know the answer to. If you imagine your next speech is for that one person who truly needs to hear your message, what topic would you choose and why? So the same question, but for 2 minutes. I need just one volunteer.
That's the question. If you imagine your next
Yes, Martina, very good. Martina, please choose one way to end your speech, to conclude, or maybe 2 ways.
Thank you. Emotional pause.
Very brave.
All right. I think I want to share this because it's something that is not enough discussed at Toastmaster. We discuss a lot of structure. We discuss a lot of the message. We discuss, the 5 main, the pitch, but we never, I think, discuss the voice. The voice. We discuss. Usually, we wake up in the morning, we look at ourselves in the mirror, right? We look how we dress, yeah. But have you ever thought about how is your voice? Have you ever recorded yourself?
Yeah.
Did you like your voice? So if you know, probably other people also don't like your voice. It's not bad, right? Because it's possible, yeah. But you can work on it. Actually, I'm sharing this because I'm reading a book about the voice. That voice can be trained in order to make it more likable without making it fake, obviously. So I'm sharing this, and I wanted to share the title of the book. I share it later. I share it separately offline because I don't remember it, and I'm going through it. And probably something that had some value to Toastmaster because it's a topic that is, as far as I remember, has never been touched. To be honest with you, we discussed the pitch, poses, the structure, the intonation, but the voice. Voice. Do you like my voice? I don't know, but think about it. Thank you.
Let me touch it. We have a voice professional here. The next workshop is on you. You will. Next question. Be very attentive. Tell us about a time you watched a true master in your field at work, and it made you genuinely want to be better at what you do. What was it? And what was I doing that inspired you? How many volunteers I have today? Мужчина, выручайте. Итак, из французского. Предместье. English speaking. What do you like to use?
What was already taken?
Number 3, number 6.
The easiest one were taken, yes? Insight or personal reflection. Full circle. Can you repeat to me what is insight or personal reflection? Когда ты говоришь, тебе пришло какое-то откровение. Пока говорил. Окей. Окей. Can't tell you a lot, fellow Toastmasters and guests, about my work, lack of work this season, but about my running time. Last year, we visited Kazan along with Toastmasters of the Day and also who visited with us group of Toastmasters. And could you please switch to previous slide? What was the issue? I watched a true master in our club, but it's from Zlatoust, some of our member who run marathon for 3 hours and 10 minutes. It's very fast. It's very, very fast. And I was on this marathon. I ran that time 10 kilometers, but after this case, I witnessed his last kilometer. It was different person. Somebody was almost dead because it's hard legs and they can't go. And this man ran like it was his first kilometers and some talented runner. And it made me genuinely, I want to become better runner, and I worked hard, and this year I ran my first half marathon along with our dear Irina, and who else? Also Shahlo ran 10 kilometers, joined us. A lot of person and Toastmasters, and it was exemplary person for me. And what reflection I should personal insight. Please visit the more not only marathon, not only join because you are already welcome. Please join our running club, but every aspect, every maybe work on. Please take a look around, find the master, and take good advice from him, and become better version of yourself.
You use call to action approach to use personal reflection. Probably, who can make a personal reflection out of the speech? What would you say, Irina? Inside a personal reflection using this material.
After a marathon, I feel myself better version of myself. It's like inside or personal reflection. It's not call to action. It's just his feelings after. I know.
Thank you. Thank you. Question number only 4. Share a story about a moment of vulnerability when you admitted you didn't know something or couldn't do something, and were met with support instead of criticism. What was happening and how did you feel? У тебя есть такой случай? Что говорит?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Alina. I think I will choose the personal reflection right now, right? Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Well, I'd like to share a story about my vulnerability, which happened to me absolutely unexpectedly. It actually happened to me at the very first Toastbusters meeting. When I was first time here, I didn't know what to expect. I was sitting right there as a guest, and normally I feel very confident and free, and I feel like very free to talk to random people, to new people, and I'm really happy about this. But at that time, when the president of the Toastmaster called me on stage, and that I realized that I had to introduce myself at the very first time, which I normally do very well. I realized that my hands were shaking, my voice was breaking out, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot say a word. I couldn't tell my name. I couldn't tell why I'm here and what I want to get from the meeting and etc. And that I realized that, oh my God, that's something new. Why it's happening right now? Because I work as a, some time ago, I work as a guide. So I used to talk to random people. I used to be on stage and speak in public. But that I realized that even you do it, even if you've done it many times before in a random situations, there can be this once time when you react differently, and then you have to ask yourself why you react differently, what happened, what's in your head right now, what's in your heart right now. So that situation made me ask myself why I'm here at that moment in this club. Maybe this situation showed me that I'm in the right place, and I have to learn something about public speaking that I didn't know before. Thank you.
Not only it was brilliant speech, you also made a very nice bridge to my next question. You talk about some shaking hands, nervousness, and everything. And right now, me and my best friend, Toastmaster of the Day, will make a small research. We need one not extremely experienced and not a rookie, but a speaker who still has some nervousness. Alexander will make some notes about this stuff that he will share later. And we will see the difference between what speaker feels and what his or her body tells us. It's easier just to see than to explain. So for this question, I need a speaker kind of in the middle. Ksenia, are you ready to come on stage and share with us some information? You will learn the question on the stage. I will read it. You will read it. You once took a trip to St. Petersburg and decided to stay there forever. What is so special about the city? What?
Don't panic.
Don't panic. What kind of conclusion you will use to panic full mode?
Emotional pose.
Very beautiful. You have 30 seconds to prepare. They're all yours.
For me, so special, it's my people who it's people who who create who creates his life in St. Petersburg, who move in Moscow to St. Petersburg, or who move from Orenburg, my city to St. Petersburg, and who creates a new career, new level in career. And these people open for me this favorite place and special place or Точка coffee shop, a small coffee shop, 1 meter, or the park, attraction park in who knows Каменный Крестовский, yeah, thank you, Крестовский Park, and the crazy attraction. Крестовский, place near the St. Petersburg or Kronstadt and other near place. Some strange place. It's enough for me. Thank you. Go to St. Petersburg. Conclusion. St. Petersburg. It's very beautiful and great city. Go to St. Petersburg next weekend together. All together. No.
Did you feel nervous?
Yeah. 100% nervous. Атаческая паника.
In which parts?
In which part?
In which part of your speech the most?
The most emotional pause.
The hardest part for you to make was to make an emotional pause?
Yeah, emotional pause is absent in my speech.
And probably you were nervous because you need to wrap up in such a difficult way?
Could I go? You please.
And now Alexander will share his thoughts on Ksenia.
Okay, that was quite interesting because in fact, I only noticed something which made me think that the person is nervous at the first seconds of the speech, because the pose was a closed pose, although it was not a nervous pose, but a quite relaxed one. So she stood here like this, but with closed legs and hands. But in maybe 10, 15 or 30 seconds, she began to make gestures and to not only to stick to the screen, but make eye contact with the audience. So in 30 seconds from the beginning of the speech, I already thought that the speaker is knowing what she's speaking about. And the only maybe difficulty was not the nervousness, but the necessity to remember some facts from the past, which is quite natural when you are asked a question, which needs you to remember something and recall something in your mind. So it looked to me quite natural for such a stressful situation. And I wouldn't even say that this person looked like very nervous on stage. So thank you for letting me do this experiment.
So probably person looked not nervous, but otherwise excited, because there are so many facts that you can share. You have only 2 minutes. And I also don't remember Krestovsky, but I lived there for 30 months. Good. Question number 7. Where is my clicker? You are trying to make new friends in Germany, but no one wants to be friends with a person who is always from 10 to 15 minutes late. How are you going to convince people to be friends with you without changing your habit of being late? Do I have any volunteer in this room? You are always late, you live in Germany.
And the volunteer.
English?
Fuck yes. Oops.
Then tell me, what kind of conclusion?
What is still free? Full circle.
Thought-provoking question. Full circle.
Full circle. Full circle. Can I see the question again? You are trying to make new friends in German. So okay, well, it's to be friends with the person. Okay. Okay, guys. I feel like I came too late today, and I feel like nobody is wanting to make friends with me, but I still try to convince you be my friend. Because I lived in Germany for a couple of years, for 23 years, and I made a lot of friends. It's not just complicated, it's actually easy. It's like coming to Russia and making friends, right? No? Right. I'm just checking if you're attentive. So if you are looking to make friends in any country, the first thing you have to do is to, right, you have to smile. So if you smile, you make yourself accessible to any person you see. So smile, but not stupid smile like this one. So because in Germany, it's pretty common that policemen come to you and then you are convicted for a couple of weeks or some sort of. But a very gentle smile, approaching a person, hello, can I have this? Or can I ask you a question? It's actually easy. Don't be too intimate with that person. Take care what you're asking and be distant. And 10 to 15 minutes is definitely a short period of time, and time is a very precious asset, even at Toastmasters. And I see that our timekeeper is working well. So he will definitely make friends not only in Germany, but as well as in any other country. And if you want to make sure you are not being late, you have to work on your structure. You're prioritizing things some sort of. But actually, it's easy. Being late, it sucks, but sometimes you have to work on it. Thank you. I don't know. I want to be honest with you. I'm preparing the evaluation speech right now, so I'm elaborating right now. I'm running on 2 levels.
Botched one. Botched the second. Okay. What would be the full circle ending in this situation? He started with a smile, with a big smile. Yes. An open heart. Thank you. Very nice. Next question. Number 8. Share a story about a time you pursued a goal with unwavering focus, but not for yourself, but for the good of another person. What was driving you, and what did you accomplish? Did anyone? No? Next question. Nobody?
Yeah, newcomers.
I will just change the question and that's all. Number 9. Start small by sharing 1 thought per week to build a habit, they say. If you want to commit to this, what is one small idea, observation, or lesson learned you can share with us right now without any drama? Okay, I have more. Oh, very good, Dmitry. What kind of ending?
I think call to action.
Call to action. And can I ask you to make one small exercise? Sometimes when people are nervous, it shows. But when they are excited, it's the same. Can you start with saying, I'm so nervous, I'm so excited? You just start with this. Are you thrilled? You're excited? Whatever. It's just a technique that helps you to relax a little bit. And every shaking hands, shaking legs will be attributed to excitement, not nervousness.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Danya. And I'm thrilled to start another speech for today. As I remember, Alexander already shared one speech about running, so I'll share my own story, how I started running last year. I used to be a heavy smoker, like really heavy. I'm 27 years old, and last year I quit. And I've been smoking for 10 years. And I'm from St. Petersburg, so you can actually see the connection between those. And when I actually started, I was still smoking. It was natural. Like, I don't know, brushing your teeth in the morning, drinking your cup of coffee, and, well, it's part of life. You can really quit all of a sudden. It's weird, right? And I've been building a habit. I've never tried to build something related to sports or something, anything like that, really. And one day it just hit me that I'm building a habit. And at the same time, I'm doing something really contradictory. And it was really weird for me. It was just so dissonating in my soul that I cut it out. So if I was to call you to action in this particular instance of building a habit, I think something that dissonates, something that actually stops you in your mind from building this habit can really help you out. So go out and find this thing. It will really help you. Thank you.
Thank you. I started to smoke again 1 year ago, and it feels so good. No problems at all. Don't know what you're talking about. I don't run anyway. Question number 11. Very good. Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, for your speed answer. Could you please come on stage and start your part of today's meeting? But before he goes, please vote. In your agenda, you have QR code. One is for money, second for voting. Oh, it will be in the chat. Санина. Что раз что-то было? Вовсе не было. Другими вопросами. Сейчас вопросы.
Там на английском они были?
Вовсе на русском были. Но другие вопросы.
Да, а это что?
Это же тема.
Это тут был?
Саня, ну ты что, сам-то не видишь? Это еще другие
Good,
вопросы.
better, the best, past, present. Это что был?
Саня, это соединенная речь. Это как вообще речь должна быть?
Это ты что делал?
And you use something that it feels just it comes natural. Because you practice. You try not to and relax it while it's for
А еще не все проголосовали. Пожалуйста, проголосуйте, а то не ставь. Все проголосовали? Да.
On switch. Dear friends, you will have a lot of time to vote, yes? During, yes? Okay, shall I start? Good. 10 minutes left. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Once again, it's my pleasure to serve as a general evaluator today for such energetic, enthusiastic meeting. My role is to evaluate the whole meeting from its flow and environment to each role. To make a long story short, let's start from the personal evaluation, which we have two today, and following the old great tradition coming from St. Petersburg Club, we are now evaluating the icebreaker, yes? I would ask you to stand up and give a round of applause to our Dmitry. Icebreaker. And now I would like to invite to the stage on the Zoom personal evaluator in person of Anna Rubinina. Anna Rubinina, do you hear me well?
Yes. What about me? Can you hear me well?
Yes, very well.
Great.
The stage is yours.
So, dear friends, I can't see you. I can't see Dmitry. Okay. Dear Toastbusters and guests. So today, Dmitry presented his icebreaker speech. It's intended to be his first speech, but he has already taken part in a contest and even took the third place. So it's not his first speech. Though the purpose of the speech was to introduce himself to the club. And I am 100% sure that he did it really great and his personality hasn't ghosted from us. We've learned that Dmitry is extremely adventurous and brave. The second thing, we learned that he values friendship, and I'm sure that he is a great friend and he's very sociable. And the third thing that I think he is very creative and he thinks outside the box because he chose very interesting story for the introduction. It was very unusual. The next thing that I liked, the structure of the speech was very solid. He had introduction, then he chose 3 points, 3 stories that happened in one day, but there were 3. And the number 3 is really great for a short speech. And he had very decent conclusion. He also chose 3 points to share with us. Thank you. The structure was really great. The delivery was also very, we try to avoid certain words here in the club. It was really, how to say it? I would say really good. Yes, he felt, so he smiled a lot. Yes, he used open gestures. He used some jokes, so he felt quite comfortable in front of the audience. Yes, so the points for improvement. It's not about Dmitry, but I would give this advice to beginner speakers. When you use slides, try to avoid looking at them too much. What? Martina, are you sure? Are you? Okay, it's not showing some signs. So beginner speakers tend to talk to their slides more than looking at the audience. But I think that Dmitry did it, so he shared his attention between the slides and the audience. He looked at the audience well. And the one more thing, you might work in your previous or in your next speeches on vocal variety. I think the story also had some potential for vocal variety because it was quite a horror story. And if you acted a little bit, you might have played with your voice more. So to conclude, very creative and fascinating introduction, or not an introduction of yourself, of your personality, very good structure and assertive delivery. Thank you. I would like to go on a next adventure with you.
Oh, thank you very much, Anna, for your brilliant evaluation. Anna demonstrated the sandwich technique, comment, recommend, comment. That's right. And don't forget, every evaluator, personal evaluator, don't forget about conclusion, summary, which Anna did very well. Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite to the stage Artur Beimler to evaluate our dear Irina Gurtovaya. Artur. Oh, I got it.
Fellow Toastmasters and dear offline audience, raise your hands. Who of you have ever set goals and had complication to reach it? Thank you. So today's speech delivered by Irina was about hitting goals. By hitting goals, it's a difficult topic for everyone. And we need some type of person who helps us, who reaches his or her helping hand and pushes us out of this rabbit hole. And first of all, I would like to focus on positive things and make some suggestion how, Irina, you can propel in your next speeches. First of all, your storytelling is very precise. It's on a very high level. You clearly described the spot in Egypt, your diving experience, your supervisor, how you felt, how shaky you was, and you was actually sometimes a bit confused. Should I did it? Should I do it or not? And your transition or your transition, emotional transition from having a goal and reaching a goal was seeable for all of us. Your voice clearly underscored your arguments and your delivery. And the main thing that I think or I noticed is your charisma. You're very driven, you're very empathic, and you're a very enthusiastic person, which I would like you to keep up. It makes you unique. On the other hand, I would like to make some suggestions, if you allow me to do it. So first of all, if we are talking about mentor and protege relationship, we are thinking about an intimate relationship. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to reach a goal? Who is going to help me? So you are doing some assessment of yourself. I'm here right now. When I reach this goal, I will be there. And this is the point which I missed in your speech. You are absolutely an ambitious person. You have a list of goals you want to you are cracking, you are a hotshot. And sometimes being ambitious could be a stone you are stumbled upon. And in this situation, I would like you to dive more deeply in this relationship with the mentor, with the helper who made this possible, the transition from where you were and where you are going to be. This is very important because you made a perfect analogy from diving physically, but also diving in the relationship. You mentioned it, but you didn't elaborate it. And this is the point that I would like to urge you for the next time and for the upcoming speech, and to elaborate. Why is it important to transform yourself? Why is it important to assess, to look for a mentor, for the right mentor, and then for the reflection of your own skills and your own personality. And the main thing is also why you are using, or why you are looking for this specific mentor. What traits attracted you to this mentor at Toastmasters? At Diving Club, it's pretty obvious. He's a very clever, smart man who did a lot of dives. And yes, traits. See the red card? Well, the last point is, when we are using such very, very impressive topics, it is also possible, not only possible, it is demanded that we are using powerful words: resilience, breakthrough, to elevate, transform. And those words brings you near to closer to us and shows us your vulnerability, because we are all human beings and we are vulnerable. Showing us your vulnerable makes you more human and makes you closer to us. Short-term wins, long-term vision. I hope I could contribute to your progress at Toastmasters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Artur, for your specific and pertinent feedback. If we can say in English, pertinent, yes? No? Actionable feedback. You propose to transform Irina's challenges into the strengths. Thank you for that. And now it's time for our timer, Artyom, to deliver a report. Artyom, your stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, guests and Toastmasters, for speeches. I want to tell you that Dmitry Arutyunyan, sorry, what is your name, the speaker that was first? Yeah. Georgi? Yuri. Yeah, Yuri Martino, as a table topic speaker, Dmitry Arutyunyan was in time. They were in time, yeah, and they were good. Others must work a little bit on their time management, and it will great. So that's all.
Thank you very much, Artyom. And now, small evaluation of the meeting in general. Let's start from our dear president, Samira. Samira, as the tradition in Toastbusters, gave us a warm introduction of Toastmasters, sharing its benefits and history of Toastmasters. So it was very interesting to listen. Thank you very much for that. Our Toastmaster of the day, Alexander. Alexander perfectly connected each segment of the meeting with our core theme of the meeting. What is the theme of the meeting? Topic. Yes, correct. And also he provided a lot of useful information and interaction with the audience regarding beliefs and how to transform it into our strengths. Thank you very much for that. And your management of the meeting was great. Now workshop lead Daniil started with a joke for Stirlitz, and what else? Who was also in the list from Guy Ritchie movie?
Boris the Blade.
Boris the Blade. This short interaction and jokes make our meeting more colorful, picturesque, if we can say in English. Yes, picturesque. It exists. I know. And your workshop, Daniel, was a real masterclass how to use the technique of improvisation, and you also attempt to address every person to go to the stage and demonstrate indeed how to use this technique. And as for me, now I remember how to introduce to how to speak about personal reflection. After this mistake, call to action, I know now the difference between call to action and personal reflection. And it's, yes, it's, thank you for this masterclass. But some structure wasn't very good because maybe you should invite to the stage more newcomers, but the question was too long and too complicated for newcomers. They were all scared. So, but nevertheless, the information is important, and we have recording. We will watch and learn. Thank you for this. So, in closing, it was a perfect blend of education. Thank you all, and I'm ready to give the stage to Samira to close the meeting.
Thank you, guys. Now we have come to one of my favorite parts of the meeting. It is awarding ceremony. And we have 2 milestones to celebrate. And the first milestone is Icebreaker. It is the very first project in the educational program. And I want to invite to the stage Dmitry Ruchnian and present Icebreaker ribbon. When a member of the club completes a certain level of their projects, he or she receives a ribbon for achieving a certain level. And I'm delighted to invite to the stage Irina Gurtova, who completed 2nd level. And we also had a very nice table topic session, and the winner of the table topic session is Alina Stepanova. It's the 3rd time, yes?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. One.
So we are looking forward to your icebreaker speech, Alina, next meeting. Yes. Okay, guys, next time we meet in 2 weeks on October 22nd at 7 p.m. The same place. So I hope to see you all here. And before we take a photo, I would like to invite all of you to the after party, and we go to the Georgian restaurant. Yes. So let's take a group photo. Thank you.
What about the guys online?
Fine. Guys, goodbye. Я напишу ей сообщение. Халима, bye. Thank you.
Bye, Samira. Thank you for having me. It was a great meeting.
Join us next time.
Soon. Yeah, you share the link. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.
А вот, transport.